Johnson, everybody. Let him hear it.
Guys, so I hate being short. I don't enjoy. Mostly because I got roasted for being short all the time. For example, I was at my grandparents' house recently, and my grandfather looks at me. I was wearing a trench coat that I like to wear because I think it makes me feel cool, like I'm like a detective or like John Constantine or like Gruff the Crime Dog or whatever. But I was wearing this coat. My grandpa goes, "Oh, what's that? That's one of those trench coats, right? That's what that's called. It's a trench coat." And my grandmother looks at him. She goes, "No, Lee, that's just a regular-sized jacket. It looks big on him." Fuck you, Grandma. This is the first time I've ever been happy you're on oxygen. So, I don't like being. Here's the thing about being short is that people pretend like it's not. That's fine. You're a handsome guy, you know. You would. Yeah, no. You could be the fucking handsomest. You could be the Ryan Gosling of short dudes. You still won't be a guy who gets laid a lot. All you'll be is a scale model of a guy who gets laid a lot. That's all you are. From far away, you're like, oh yeah, I bet that guy needs sex to live. And then come up close, you're like, oh, I bet that guy needs a stool to reach most things. Like, I hate it. So it definitely affects my confidence. Like I was, my friend gave me some advice for Tinder, which by the way, this is good advice. But he told me, he was like, dude, you know what you should do? Just have pictures of yourself with like a bunch of friends. That way it shows that you have a bunch of friends. Which doesn't work when you're a short guy, because you, with a bunch of friends, is just you standing next to a bunch of examples of what real men look like. That's all. Just like, look who's gonna run a train on me later. Understanding what the positive is to this. Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, well, really, we're gonna play that game in front of people. Oh, yeah, no, women like short guys. Oh, yeah, we're gonna pretend, what? Yeah, women love short guys. What else do they like? Getting paid less and being told to calm down? Yeah, okay. Definitely that thing. I did go on a date recently, though, which is kind of cool. It was really nice. Actually, the girl was really upfront with me. She told me that she had a rape fantasy. So I just had to be like upfront with her, you know. I was like, I'm not into that kind of stuff. I don't like doing that. And she was like, well, that's perfect. So she had a great night. I don't like being skinny either. That's another thing I don't like. Like, here's the thing. Like, every time I've had sex, this is true, every single time, I've gotten up like naked with the woman next to me, and they've looked at my naked body, not said something like, oh gosh, I just love your body, or oh god, your body's so sexy, but what they have said every time is, God, I wish I had your body. And feels so much worse. It doesn't feel good. It's not a compliment. When you're walking around, you're like, you know what would make you really hot, Evan, is if you didn't have the head of the Tapatio guy. That would really improve things. Okay. People. Then I'm hairy too, which is supposed to be like a manly thing. It's supposed to be like, oh, hairy like a man, right? But I'm not hairy the way like a man is hairy. I'm more hairy the way like a piece of gum that fell on the floor is hairy. Can't really tell where it begins, where it ends. But guys, to give you some perspective, I have 2 happy trails. That is how hairy I am. One in the front, one in the back. And here's some insider info for you. That's actually not 2 happy trails. That's just one unhappy U-turn. That's all that is. Called the Trail of Tears, because if you get too close, your eyes will light up. That's my time, you guys. Give it up to everyone. Everybody.